Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel for those of you who are new, and today we are with Miss Shiloh. Hi! And we're going to do her 2-month update and my 2-month postpartum update. So we'll start with Shiloh. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? So I figured I'd do it like in categories. So first category that I wanted to talk about was feeding. So we are still exclusively breastfeeding. I do pump, and she will occasionally get a bottle here and there, and that's just so she doesn't forget how to use a bottle or get so attached to me that she won't use a bottle, because that happened with my last two. So I do try to pump once a day. It doesn't always work out, but a few times a week I will pump. Like last night I pumped, and usually I only get to pump one side before she starts fussing, because if you've seen any of my other videos, I don't like double pumping. So I usually just single pump, and it works out well. Sometimes she'll wake up and she'll nurse on the side that I didn't get to pump, so it ends up working out really well. But I've still got a pretty good stash going. I think I've probably gotten around close to 90 ounces right now, and she is 2 months old, and I don't pump every day, so that's pretty good, I would say. She still feeds every, I would say, 2 to 4 hours, usually every 3 hours, but sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less. She's awake a lot more during the day, which is really cool. Starting to kind of see a little bit more of her personality show up. What are you doing? Next category I wanted to talk about was sleeping. So for sleeping, I say she sleeps the best out of all my children, and I still say that as long as she's on me. So I'll nurse her. She doesn't nurse to sleep really. I'll nurse her, and then I notice she starts getting fussy. So, and I've got 3 others, so going to a room to rock her and lay her down multiple times during the day just does not work. So what I usually do is I'll nurse her out here with the girls while they're playing, and then I'll put her up in a carrier. And if I put her up there, she usually knocks right out, and I can get a lot of stuff done around the house. So I don't mind it, because it's since she's potentially our last one, I like her close, and we get a lot of bonding time that way. And then at night, same thing. I'll nurse her, and then she'll when she finally goes to sleep, which is not always the easiest thing to do. We need to start, I need to start implementing a schedule. So if you have any tips, I know she's my 4th, but they're all so different. If you have any tips on implementing a schedule at the 2-month age with 3 older siblings, feel free to leave a comment down below. I could use all the help I can get. Takes a village, right? That night when I finally get her to sleep, I'll lay down with her in the bed, and we both will sleep for like pretty much all night long. She'll wake up once probably in the middle of the night to nurse, and then she won't wake up again until about 8-ish, between 8 and 9. And then she's up for about an hour and ready to nurse and go down for another nap. So she's got pretty, like her max wake time right now is about an hour before she's ready to go to sleep during the day for naps. So, but still, even though I've probably created a really bad habit by sleeping next to her, she sleeps better than my other 3 daughters did at that age, and they also slept in the bed with me, so nothing's changed. She just sleeps for much longer periods, and I don't have to wake up every 2 hours with her, so I feel really well rested. I don't feel groggy. Lastly, I'd like to talk about her development. So as far as her development goes, she is, I would say, right on target. She She's discovered her hands, so they're always in her mouth now. Especially when I put her up in the carrier, sometimes she won't even want the passy. She'll just suck on her hand. She's still smiling a ton. She started smiling just before she turned a month old, but now it's like, I think she's recognizing our faces now. She's starting to know who her people are. And my mom said the other day, we were at church and I just changed her and I wanted to go wash my hands, which is not easy to do while you're holding a child. So I handed her off to my mom to hold while I went to the bathroom. And my mom said that she noticed when I walked away, Shiloh turned her head. Oh no. When I walked away, Shiloh turned her head and followed me to where I was walking until she couldn't see me anymore, and then she started crying. And so she's starting to recognize like who people are and all that. Sorry. She got a little fussy. So while she nurses, I will finish. So again, still smiling a ton. She is starting to recognize when I leave certain places, I'll be able to put her down and talk to her. She'll just smile at me. She's starting to coo a little bit more. Her sisters are loving it because now when they talk to her, she just smiles so big at them and they think it's the greatest thing. And she's got these cute little dimples. They're not like super indented, but they're so cute and just subtle right there on her cheeks. And her sisters are adoring her. They love spending time with her and touching her and talking to her. And I mean, if she cries, they're right there. So, and we haven't really done too much tummy time. I've tried it a couple times and she absolutely hates it. So I'm gonna be working on that a little bit more this next, now that she's 2 months old. I'm like, you gotta start working on it. But she's got really good head control for a 2-month-old, I would say. She is, ever since she was born, she's been trying to lift her head up. So she's really good about looking around and she'll lift her head up. I have a feeling that she's gonna start laughing soon, just because sometimes she'll get these huge smiles. Like she'll smile so big it looks like her face is gonna crack. What are you doing? Yeah, you're laughing.
She was trying to laugh.
You're trying to laugh, you silly goose.
And she was talking.
What are you doing? Huh? She's trying so hard.
She's laughing.
You're getting ready to laugh, aren't you? She is like, and then it's almost like she tries to laugh, but she doesn't really know how yet, so that nothing's coming out. She's happy about 90% of the time. If she's not smiling at us, or if she's crying, it's for a good reason. She's either tired or hungry or dirty. She does not like being dirty at all. So pee she can handle. If she poops, she wants to be changed immediately. Otherwise she will scream her head off. And I'll know, like, if she starts getting fussy and she doesn't want to nurse, usually the first thing I do is check her diaper. That's usually the cause of her crankiness. So but other than that, she's growing so much. I guess it's part of development. She is now, let's see here. So my last update was she was 6 weeks old and she was 11 pounds at 6 weeks. She was born 7'4". So at her 4-week checkup, which she was just over 4 weeks, she was 9 pounds 15 ounces. And at 6 weeks, she was 11 pounds. And then I weighed her on her month day, I guess you could say, which was the 31st of July, and she was 11 pounds 13 ounces. So she's growing really quickly. I measured her and she is now 23 inches long, and she was 21.5 inches at 1 month. So she's grown 1.5 inches in 1 month. It's crazy. I just can't believe it. How fast time flies. And that's pretty much it for Shiloh. She's been such a sweet addition to our family, and we all love her so much, and I'm just excited to see how she grows. As far as I'm concerned, I'm feeling great. I am back down to my pre-pregnancy weight, but I've still got another like 10 pounds that I need to lose before I'm back to like a healthy weight for my height. So I'm still for my height, I should be anywhere between like 110 and 120. I'm 125 right now, but I feel my best around 115. So I would say probably another 10 pounds. I still cannot have any dairy because her tummy cannot handle dairy. And beans also, which I don't eat a ton of beans anyway, but if I do eat beans, it's a bad time for her. So I have to be careful with what I eat now as far as that goes. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoy. So that is all for our 2-month, oh, excuse you, excuse you. That's all for her 2-month update and my 2-month postpartum update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next one will probably just be an update about her, because after this point, it's pretty much the same for me. Nothing's really gonna change too much, except I may lose or gain some more weight, who knows. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new, I'd love to have you stick around. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.